allowing us to be here. Thank you for the safe travel of the away team. Thank you for health. Thank you for the sport that we enjoy. We ask God for a good game, good sportsmanship, that no one gets hurt, and everyone can drive home safe. In Jesus we pray. Amen. Please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. the head coach.
I also wanted to say a quick thank you to our manager. Career here at Trinity. We have a small gift for her as well.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College. It is senior day, and as you saw, Morgan Wells is about to play her final home game as a TBC Eagle volleyball member. We do apologize. Microphone went down, but you'll be able to see Morgan play in her last home game as a TBC Eagle. The Eagles are taking on the Tigers from NJCAA Andrew College, who comes into today's play with a record of 4 wins, 22 losses overall. They played earlier today against Florida State College at Jacksonville. FSCJ won that in 3 sets by scores of 25, 18, 12, and 18. They are led by head coach Kara Tafoya. And the TBC Eagles, 1 win, 16 losses overall on the season. Last night also fell to FSCJ as the Blue Wave came in and not only swept all 6 of those sets, but never trailed at any point during their 2 matches here at Trinity Gymnasium. Eagles are led by first-year head coach Carlin Pointer, and the skills coaches are Kirsten Christmas and Maggie Burkholzer. The athletic director of Trinity Baptist College, John D. Jones, IRA Bureau, and the sports information director as well. Eagles on the left side to start this match. Morgan Wells wearing number 99, the senior from Homestead, Florida. Andrew College on the right side of your screen wearing the white shirts. And, of course, they'll be switching sides with each new set. We are ready to begin play, the final home game of the season for Trinity Baptist. Of course, both these teams still have a lot of action left before they get ready for their respective postseason tournaments. Ashley Shaw will be the libero this afternoon, the sophomore from Umatilla, Florida, on the left side. And on the right side for the Tigers, the libero is Skylar Paul, a sophomore from Monroe, Georgia. Match is underway. Shaw with the return effort, but it comes up a little short. And Andrews is on the board first, 1-0. Doing a serving to start things off is sophomore Zaria Smith from Atlanta, Georgia. And Zaria gets the serve, a good line drive. Making a valiant effort is Lydia Cubas, but she comes up a little short. And 2-0 in favor of the Tigers. Smith with the serve. And he bumped the set. The kill attempt from Wells goes right back to Smith. Wells is the leading attacker for the TBC Eagles. Entering play last night, 95 kills as Honnessy Foster gets the point for TBC. Of course, the stats update not yet available to include last night's match, but the Eagles are on the board And Morgan Wells will do the serving first for Trinity Baptist. And that serve good over the net. Toward the back of the court, there's Wells with the bump. This one is set up for Span, but she gets it a little too hard and pushes it out of bounds. And it's 3-1 Andrew. These two teams met at Andrew College on September 23rd. Andrew won it in 3, 25-14, 25-21, and 25-10. So Andrew looking to sweep the season series. Trinity Baptist trying to even things up. That one goes right at Wells from Dickens. Wells with the return, tipped at the net, but kept alive. Dickens with the sidearm return. Wells with the bump, the set. Wells with the kill attempt. That one is out of bounds. Not by much, but clearly out. And Andrew has opened up a 4-1 lead. And now serving for the Tigers, the libero, sophomore Skylar Paul. Comes in with 27 aces, not counting today's earlier match against FSCJ. Points scored by TBC on a great effort. Didn't see which Eagle it was because the official tower standing right in my view. But the Eagles get the point and cut it to 4-2. Honesty Foster now serving, a junior from Tampa, and she gets the ace. And for Foster, 3 aces as we entered this split day tri-match last night. Again, TBC against Florida State College at Jacksonville. Earlier today, FSCJ against Andrew, and now TBC against Andrew. And a nice little tap over from Jordan Allen. And the Tigers get the point, and Jordan, looks like you have some fans right here down in front. Coming down from Cuthbert, Georgia. That's where Andrew is from. Are you from Cuthbert? Boca Raton, so you come a long way yourself, just from the different direction. And that one down on the floor, and a point for the Tigers. Ellie Brandon now serving for Andrew. And a good serve, Span. And Wells, but it's blocked, and Wells with the dive, but couldn't get there in time. Both Allen and Sierra Simpkins teaming up at the net. Simpkins, a freshman from Tunnel Hill, Georgia. Andrew 7, TBC 3. And a serve right at Wells. With the hit, this one's set up for Dickens. And Dickens gets the kill for the point. Ava Dickens entered play today with 101 kills. Again, their game earlier against FSCJ not included in the numbers I'm giving you. There's Wells, and that one is inbounds. A little bit out of the reach of Dickens. She had to turn all the way around, and Morgan Wells keeps it inbounds, and the Eagles get the point. It is 8-4. And heading back to serve for TBC, junior Kristen Andrews from Bellevue, Florida. Eagles have had just 3 home games this season and all this week. Trinity College of Florida on Tuesday and FSCJ last night. There's Wells with the hit attempt and a nice diving play from the backcourt. Set up for Dickens, the kill at Wells. And that one is kept in play by Span. A great job by the Eagles. Span hustling to get there in time. Third hit, it's good. Set up for Wells, but she couldn't quite reach the ball. Had to readjust and put that one into the net. Tigers get the point and lead by 5. Substitution, Zaria Smith will head out. Kyla Snowden will head in. She is the Tigers' leading attacker. Or one of them. Actually, Dickens is the leading attacker. Snowden, not too shabby herself, with 70 kills entering play today. That one goes out of bounds. Tigers are in double digits at 10-4. Andrew College members of the NJCAA Division I Region 17. In fact, they are the only member of Region 17. Snowden toward the back, but right at Ashley Shaw. Here's Spann. She gets it right at Hannah Lewis. Snowden didn't get much of it, and it grazed the net, and Spann makes the dive. Spann, back to Spann. And Spann got on top of it a little too much and hit that one into the net, but Simpkins and Allen were both ready to make the block. 7-point lead for the Tigers, and now serving will be freshman Ava Dickens from Moultrie, Georgia's Colquitt County High School. And Spann looks like she will be called for a net violation. Ball hit a little bit out of her reach, and the Tigers get the point. Dickens wasting no time after the whistle, and a great line drive serve for the ace. Ava Dickens getting the point on the board. 8 aces entering play today. And Dickens with another great line drive serve. Wells, though, able to keep it off the floor, and Spann scores the point for TBC. Alexis Spann, a sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, scores the point. Substitution for the Tigers. Dickens will head out, and Skylar Paul will head back in. Good hard hit from Simpkins, but Spann was ready in the backcourt, and an unforced error by the Tigers gives the Eagles the point. Oh, my mistake. I thought the Eagles got the point. 14-5 Andrew. That serve into the net. Eagles do get this point. (14-6) in favor of Andrew. And ready to serve will be Madison Williford, a freshman from Summerfield, Florida. And a kill is good from Haley Poole, redshirt sophomore from Sarasota. Haley Poole came into today's play with 37 kills. And now serving is Jordan Allen. Right at Spann, sends it up front. Wells, the kill, it was tipped. Gianna Arrazo unable to get there in time, and Morgan Wells gets another kill. Wells entered play with 66 of those, not counting last night's game against Florida State College. Wells sets this one up for Foster, and Foster finds the back corner. Excellent play by Wells and Honnessy Foster. Eagles still with a little bit of work to do, trailing 15-8. They will send Lydia Cubis back to the line, a freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Cubis with the serve, and good alertness by Allen up front. This one now a little bit behind Bannon, but she's able to keep the ball in play. Wells, a tap. Set up for Snowden. Wells at the net is able to knock that one back across. Here's Wells with the tap. Chased down by Paul, and a return by Jordan Allen. Whistle, that's going to be a double hit violation called against TBC. So an 8-point lead now for the Tigers at 16-8. Substitution now for Andrew. Ava Dickens will take over for Gianna Arrazo. Gianna Arrazo, a freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia's Brookwood High School. Nice job by Foster after Shaw on the dive. Come up a little short. Foster with the tap, bump, set, kill attempt, and the point is good for Ellie Brannon. She hails from Woodbury, Georgia, her first season at Andrew College. And it is 17-8. We have a timeout with the score, Andrew 17, Trinity Baptist 8, and we'll be back after this message from the NCCAA. 17-8 as we get back underway. Kyla Snowden, a sophomore from Daphne High School in Daphne, Alabama, now serving for the Tigers. Right at Shaw, who bumps it up the span. Third hit from Wells. Sidearm delivery's good. And a kill from Ava Dickens. Makes it a 10-point lead for the Tigers. 18-8 the score. TBC Eagles men's soccer will be at Florida College this coming Monday afternoon, 5 p.m. kickoff. Next Saturday, both the men and the women take on Toccoa Falls College in South Region soccer competition. We'll have both of those for you here on TBC Eagles. Meanwhile, the Tigers lead 19-8. Women's and men's basketball not far away. Both official season openers on October 28th against Beacon College. And those will both be right here inside Trinity Gymnasium. Tigers have hit the 20-point mark. Kyla Snowden serving for Andrew College. Boy, she can really strike that serve. Foster, the ball's tipped, kept in play. Nice job by Skylar Paul. And a point from Ellie Brannon puts Andrew just 4 points away from winning set number 1. Kyla Snowden now serving once again. She hits it hard and puts a little topspin on the ball. It takes a nosedive after crossing the net. Foster with the tap. Ball kept alive. Dickens toward the backcourt. Span. Now set up for Wells to the side, but a nice awareness by Ava Dickens. And that kill attempt is out of bounds from Ellie Brannon. Eagles get the point, but still trail 21-9. Substitution for the Tigers coming in is Zaria Smith, and heading out is Kyla Snowden. And Morgan Wells again playing in her final home match as a TBC Eagle. South Region tournament for women's volleyball will be at Bob Jones University. Point goes to the Tigers. They need just 3 more to win the set. South Region tournament begins on Thursday, November 2nd in Greenville, South Carolina. Span gets the point for the Eagles. Ball went right through the hands of Simpkins and Brannon. When the first set comes to an end, we'll give you the upcoming schedule for both the Tigers and the Eagles. Of course, Tigers need just 3 more points to win the set. There's the first of those 3. 23-10 the score. Ellie Brannon still serving for the Tigers, trying to put 2 more on the board. And the whistle, double hit violation. Now the Tigers have potential set point. And it is Ellie Brannon trying to finish this one off. Brannon with the serve, grazes the net. Off Wells and out of bounds. So the final score of set number 1, Andrew College 25, Trinity Baptist 10 to take a 1-0 lead. Before we pause, we'll go through the remaining schedule for both the teams you're watching right now. After today, Andrew College will play next a tri-match at Walters State Community College on Friday, October 13th. They will play Cumberland University at 3 and Walters State at 5. Then the next day, it's a tri-match against Wallace State Community College of Huntsville and Spartanburg Methodist, beginning at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. October 17th, Andrew is home against Wallace Community College of Selma. Then the remaining schedules are at Gulf Coast State on the 19th, at USC Salkehatchie on the 21st. Looks like a doubleheader on that date. And the 23rd at Lurleen B. Wallace Community College, and the regular season finale will be at home. That has been canceled, actually, against Rowan State Community College. So Monday the 23rd will be the end of the season for Andrew College. For Trinity Baptist, after today, they have a week off before a tri-match next Saturday at Florida State College at Jacksonville and against Pensacola Christian. They'll play FSCJ at 12 and Pensacola Christian at 4. And then the regular season will come to end for the Eagles at Payne College for a tri-match with Payne at 12 p.m. and Livingstone College at 2 p.m. And again, the South Region Tournament begins on November 2nd at Bob Jones University. We'll pause here and we'll resume when set number 2 is ready to begin on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Set number 2 ready to begin. Andrew leads 1-0, having won the first one 25-10. And the Tigers will have the first serve in just a moment. Officials still checking over the starting lineups. Make sure everything is in order. Actually, my mistake. The Eagles will have the first serve. And that's Lydia Cubis doing the honors. Teams did not switch sides. They did earlier today, and TBC and FSCJ did last night, but coaches electing to stay where they are. And a third hit comes up a little short. Eagles on the board first and lead at 1-0. So Lydia Cubis looking to extend the lead. Let's see, Foster right there to deny Haley Poole. Ball looked like it hit the top of the net and bounced back anyway. Eagles have scored the first 2, and Cubis now with the serve. That one over the net to Poole. Snowden wanted to kill it, but had to reach behind herself to do so. Wells with the attempt, but out of bounds. And Andrews on the board. It's 2-1. Tigers looking to make it 2-0 in sets. Eagles trying to even things up. Snowden with the serve. And a little indecision between Andrews and Cubis. That cost the Eagles the point. That one a little short. Snowden didn't mean to, but hit that one more off the wrist than she did where she wanted to hit. Morgan Wells now serving for Trinity Baptist. And Wells on top of that one a little too much into the net, and the Tigers have tied it back up at 3. Skylar Paul heads out. Ellie Brennan heads in. Now serving Haley Poole. And the ace from Poole gives Andrew a 4-3 lead. Haley Poole entered today's play with 2 aces on the season. Just picked up another one. Poole gets the whistle and the serve back towards Ashley Shaw. Foster, a nice hit, but well defended by Allen. Dickens towards Shaw and off Shaw, almost into the basket. 5-3, Tigers lead. And Poole head back to the server's line. And a serve grazes the net, but is played by the Eagles. However, the point goes to the Tigers. And looks like Ellie Brandon's going to be all right. Got up a little slowly, shaking it off. And they're going to give her a moment to make sure everything's okay. Brennan's all right, and Poole now serving. Shaw bumps the set. Foster to the backcourt, right at Poole. This is Katie Brannon. Eagles are able to make the return. Remember, a tip on a block attempt doesn't count as one of the hits. Ball still alive, and the Eagles get the point. Great play on the left side, right at the net. And the Eagles get the point, pulled to within 2. And this is Honesty Foster. Good low line drive, a diving play from Paul. Both Wells and Cubis involved in that one. Dickens into the net. Dickens jumped a little bit too soon, got on top. Eagles are within 1 at 6-5. Let's see Foster, junior from Tampa. And the official on the far sideline, the down official talking with Coach Tafoya. That was the reason for a slight delay. And now the point by the Eagles. If I saw that correctly, Lydia Cubis made the play that tied the score at 6. So we're tied at 6, and Foster now looking to put her team out in front. Eagles scored the first 2. It's been back and forth since then. Spann with the ball tipped and onto the court, and Alexa Spann just came down and may have twisted her left ankle. She got the point, but more importantly, Spann is down. We're going to pause right here while the trainer attends to Alexa Spann. Stay with us. Alexis Spann, you may have seen, got up without any help and walked over to the trainer's table, and she's getting wrapped up right now, the left ankle. Taking her place on the court will be freshman Alyssa Tucker. Eagles have gained the lead, but more importantly, Alexis Spann, the injury to her left ankle. Honesty Foster looking to extend a 1-point lead. He'll attempt off Foster, out of bounds, and Andrew has tied the score at 7-7. Well, when Alexis walked over to the table, she did not appear to be limping, but of course, precautionary. Want to make sure no risk of further injury, whether she plays again or not. And a return from Cubis. Dickens with the hit, but Ashley Shaw going down low, keeping it off the floor. Another chance for Dickens, and this one is good. Andrew has regained the lead at 8-7. Trinity Baptist led 2-0. Andrew then took a lead. TBC fought back to tie it up and then eventually go ahead, and now Andrew is back out in front at 8-7. And the ace from Hannah Lewis, a sophomore from Ozark, Alabama, gives the Tigers a 2-point lead. And Lewis with the serve right at Shaw. Nice play by Tucker, one-handed, reaching behind her head to make the play. And then Dickens is able to get the point. Hit it right off Shaw. And a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Alexis Spann is trying to walk around. She wants to play again, but only if that ankle will allow her to. Hannah Lewis gets the whistle and the serve into the net. Eagles back to within 2. Spann is jogging back to the bench. She's telling Coach Pointer she's all right. And she's going to head back onto the court. Well, Alyssa Tucker made a couple of nice plays. And now Spann back onto the court. These are tough young women out there. Let's just hope there's nothing further going on with that ankle. Ball hops right into the concession stand to get itself a refreshment. 11-8 in favor of the Tigers. Hey, the ball's been playing hard all day. It needs a little bit of hydration also. This is the second match for that ball. Here's Dickens with the serve. Cubis, a tap over, bumped, set, but instead a return by Jordan Allen. But Eagles are ready for it. That one is out of bounds. Well, let's see what the final call is. Their officials disagreed, and now they're communicating. One official said out of bounds. Another one said violation, and the Tigers will get the point. 12-8 the score. And Dickens back at the server's line. That one goes a little too long, and Eagles get the point back to within 3. Well, the ball did hit out of bounds in that previous play, but a violation was called against TBC. I was watching the ball. I didn't notice what the violation was. Snowden hits one a little too strong. Eagles back to within 2. And Spann back serving for TBC. Good recognition by Arazo. That ball would have landed in bounds. That attempt is too far. Eagles back to within 1. Well, Andrew had a pretty easy time in set number 1, won at 25-10, but Trinity Baptist fighting hard here in set 2, 1 point away from tying the score. Shaw with the dive, but Spann unable to get there in time. So the Tigers fend off the potential tie and now lead by 2. Heading back to serve will be Ellie Brannon, freshman from Woodbury, Georgia. That one grazes off the net, changed directions. Shaw had already set herself up, but that ball turned on her and made it difficult. And the ace goes to the Tigers. Wells with the hit, blocked up front. Williford also blocked. Third hit from Span is good. That one went right at Span. Set up for Wells, but a little out of her reach. Great play at the net by two Tigers. And the Eagles eventually get the point, but what a great job on both sides, turning difficult plays, keeping the ball alive, and the Eagles get the point. 13-12, TBC leads. Madison Williford now serving. And the down official is going to check things over with the scorer's table. The scoreboard in the gym was off and is being reset. It is 14-12. And Williford with the serve. Off Andrews and Span, a little bit out of her reach. And the Tigers have regained their 3-point lead. (15-12) the score. Caitlin Brannon back onto the court for the Tigers. And the serve from Jordan Allen is a little short. TBC back to within 2. Eagles have a lot of fight in them today. They really want this one for their friend and teammate Morgan Wells in her final home game. And that one out of bounds, and TBC back to within 1 at 15-14. It will be Lydia Cubis now serving. Lydia will be on the women's basketball team also once the volleyball season ends. And a whistle, violation against TBC, a double hit, and a 4-point lead, or check that, a 2-point lead for the Tigers. Substitution will send Dickens back in for Arazo. And Snowden again hit that one off the wrist rather than the palm of her hand that she wanted. Eagles back to within 1 and another chance to tie it up. And Morgan Wells gets ready to serve. Set up for Dickens. Instead, she just gently returns it back towards Shaw. Span, no, that one is out of bounds. Ball took a dive downward, but too late. And a good clear out of bounds and correct call. Eagles had the opportunity to tie, but now trail by 2. This is Haley Poole. Foster gets it to Allen, who sets this one up for Brennan. Wells, one-handed punch. Foster with the return. Dickens. Morgan Wells with the dig. Sitting on the floor, but Foster couldn't get it over. Again, great effort by both sides of the court. Tigers get the point and lead 18-15. Haley Poole now serving. Booker High School product in Sarasota. That one's out of Span's reach. The intention was to set up Span for the kill attempt. Now the Tigers have opened up a 4-point lead. 19-15 the score. Foster with the return. Double team action at the net. Eagles, though, able to keep the ball in play. Kill attempt off Wells. That one hit the speaker hanging down from the ceiling. Lydia Cubis was able to redirect and keep the ball alive. Cubis to set up Foster. Kill attempt. right at Allen, who kept it up in the air. So far, the best point we've seen today. Foster to the backcourt. And the call is out of bounds. And point number 20 on the board for the Tigers. Haley Poole now serving. Span with the kill attempt. And a violation, a double hit call against Andrew. Trinity Baptist gets the point, pulls to within 4. 20-16 with Honnessy Foster ready to serve. And the ace for Honnessy. Eagles within 3 at 20-17. Honnessy Foster, 3 aces entering play today. And that one is good. Ellie Brannon scoring the point. And now Andrew 4 points away from a commanding 2-0 lead. First, a substitution will send Hannah Lewis back in for Caitlin Brannon. Lewis will serve. And the down official again talking at the scorer's table. Everything is correct. 21-17, Tigers lead. Shaw bumps it. Andrews. And it looked like a little miscommunication. Span was ready, but Madison Williford got there first. Tigers are 3 points away from the set. 22-17. Lewis with the line drive serve at Span. Wells with the return. And Paul's hit went into the net. That kind of disrupted the play. Eagles get the point, back to within 4. Still some work to do. Kristen Andrews serving now for TBC. Into the net. And now Andrew needs 2 more points to win set number 2. Ava Dickens getting ready to serve. After the substitution, though, Kyla Snowden in for Zaria Smith. Dickens came very close to stepping across the line, but she gets the ace. She did stay back. And now potential set point. (24-18). Span with the overhead return. Brannon, kill attempt, but right at Andrews. Span to the backcourt, tipped. Allen sets up Snowden, who's very good at the kills, but that one's a little strong. Eagles still need to get 5 in a row to keep this one going. Substitution will send Arazo back in for Dickens. And Alexis Span will serve. That one is inbounds. And the ace for Span. Alexis Span with the ace, came in with 5. Again, not counting last night against FSCJ. And that kill is good, and Andrew College has won set number 2 by a score of 25-20. So now Andrew leads 2-0 and will try to get the 3-set sweep. Trinity Baptist will have to work from behind, trailing 0-2. We'll pause here for 3 minutes and start set number 3. You're watching Eagles Volleyball on TBC Eagles. Stay with us. Well, you might have just gotten a good look or bad look, if you want to call it that, of me talking to the father of Lydia Cubis, who's in attendance today and showing his appreciation for the live streams that we're able to do. And we thank Coach John D. Jones for getting us started on that back in 2015. And Hannah Hewling working our camera for us this afternoon. And we're ready for set number 3. Andrew College is trying to finish off the sweep. They won the first 2 by scores of 25-10 and 25-20. And Trinity Baptist trying to come from behind. Andrew College led by head coach Kara Tafoya. And Carlin Pointer in her first year with Trinity Baptist as a coach. Of course, a 4-year TBC Eagle volleyball player herself. Set number 3 now beginning. Jordan Allen doing the serving for the Tigers. And that is inbounds, and an ace gets the set started. So good to meet Mr. Cubis, and he and his family here in attendance for Senior Day to honor Morgan Wells. We look forward to seeing Lydia out there on the basketball court, actually the same court you're looking at right now. And Span into the net. So 2-0 Tigers. Trinity Baptist fought very hard through set number 2. Had the lead at a few different points, kept it close the entire way, but Andrew was able to pull away and get the 5-point win. And now the kill from Snowden makes it 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. Hello to the Good Snow family watching from California. You know what? Kyla has done a very good job herself. Thank you for letting us know you're watching, Miss Snowden. Hopefully I got that correctly. Wells with the left-handed, one-handed punch. There's Snowden with the kill attempt. Wells, or rather Shaw, ready in the backcourt. And that's going to go to the Tigers, who lead 4-0. So a very quick early lead for the Tigers with Jordan Allen back at the line. Right at Shaw. Tucker with another nice play. Ball hit the post. That's automatically out of bounds, so the Eagles on the board. And Morgan Wells heads back to serve. Springer family watching us from California. And Morgan Wells with the serve for TBC. Snowden with the kill attempt, but Honnessy Foster denies and gets the point for the Eagles. Honnessy Foster going up high, blocking that kill attempt, pulling the Eagles to within 2. Little tap, Shaw with the dive. Foster tried to make the return, but got it to the official on the tower. And 5-2 in favor of the Tigers. And now, whistle for Kyla Snowden, but she'll wait for the substitution. Ava Dickens in for Gianna Arazo. Good hard hit. That one from Caitlin Brannon, freshman from Dallas, Georgia. We have a Dallas in Florida over near the Panhandle. Not quite sure where Dallas, Georgia is. And that one goes out of bounds. That's going to be a point for the Tigers. And a timeout with a score, Andrew College 7, Trinity Baptist 2. And we'll be back in just a minute. 7-2 Tigers, set number 3, and Andrew leads 2-0 in set play. Kyla Snowden with the serve. Foster right at Allen. Dickens with the sidearm return. Foster tipped at the net, onto the floor, and a point for the Eagles. See, Foster has been a force at the net all through this match. Substitution, Shaw will head out. Madison Williford back onto the court. 7-3 Eagles trying to fight from behind. And Foster with the serve. Diving play from Paul. Wells goes down low. Span kill attempt. Got on top of it. Hit it into the net. And a point for the Tigers. 8-3 the score. Haley Poole ready to serve for Andrew. Shaw back onto the court. And a double hit violation will be called against the Eagles. And that makes it 9-3 Andrew. (9-3) the score, and the good low line drive serve, and a point for Andrew. 10-3. Andrew starting to pull away. (10-3) the score. Set up for Span, a little bit out of kill reach, but Span with the tap was able to get it off Brannon and out of bounds. Eagles get the point. Still trailing though, 10-4. Alyssa Tucker, freshman from Summerfield, Florida, serving for the Eagles. And Tucker with the ace. For Alyssa Tucker, just her second ace of the season. 10-5. This one comes up a little short. Nice try by Cubas there, but it doesn't count. 11-5. Substitution for the Tigers. Caitlin Brannon heads out. And Hannah Lewis takes over and goes back to serve. That one into the net on the return attempt. So a 12-5 lead for the Tigers. And Lewis with the serve. Span to tap. And a violation as one of the Tigers stepped across the midcourt stripe. That's a violation and a point for the Eagles. Or I believe maybe they said an eagle across the line. Tigers got the point, 13-5. Not the first mistake I'll make. Won't be the last either. 13-6 as the Eagles get the point. Alexis Span now serving. And Foster with a great dive. One-handed return is inbounds. Maria Smith wasn't sure where that ball landed. Then she decided it was going to go out, but that ball very, very close. It was in. Eagles get the point. Set up for Dickens, and the kill is good. Ava Dickens scores the point. Andrew leads by a touchdown. Hey, speaking of touchdown, the Jacksonville Jaguars back in London. Actually, they stayed there all week, but playing another one tomorrow morning, 9:30 local time, against the Buffalo Bills. Got the DVR already set. Of course, church time. Dickens with the serve into the net. 14-8, Andrew leads. Well, the Jaguars won it last week over in London. Maybe they can do it again. This time it will count as an away game for the Jaguars and a home game for Buffalo. Brandon grazes the net. Williford sends it up front. Foster with the return. Span does the same thing on the dive. Wells, yes! Ball tipped, but got through and hit the hardwood. 14-9, and Morgan Wells has a lot of friends and family in attendance in her senior day game. And they are giving her a tremendous ovation. Williford with the ace. 14-10. Eagles fighting, not giving up. They fell behind, and they fell behind pretty big and have fought their way back to a 4-point deficit. It was 7 just a couple of moments ago. Williford with the serve. Set up for Brannon. That one is inbounds and a good hit. That one almost hit the line judge, and he was able to make the correct call. Eagles had a rally going, but that was stopped, and now Ellie Brannon will serve. That is inbounds, and the ace makes it a 6-point lead. 16-10. And the serve. This is Snowden. Block attempt is out of bounds. The Tigers get the point, or no. They're saying that ball was tipped. Let's see what the final word is. VAR official talking at the scorer's table, so we're going to hold on a moment. Ellie Brannon doesn't want to wait. She wants to get that ball back into play. Still waiting on the final word. And the call was out of bounds, not tipped, so 17-10. Again, credit the officials for making sure everything is correct. And a good play by Poole. She brought the right hand up, but then tapped it with her left. Eagles were back defensively looking for the kill. 18-10 in favor of the Tigers. Ball grazes the net. Snowden to Shaw, off Shaw to Wells. Set up for Foster to the backcourt and the point. That one inbounds, and the Eagles still trail by 7, but it's 18-11. For your family, now I get a good look at the username. My God is good. God is always good. 18-11. Eagles with some work to do. That one back toward Cubis. She sends it up front. Wells with the tap. Almost a collision. However, Allen was able to make the return. Snowden goes low. Poole with the tap. And a point from Lydia Cubis. She positioned herself to make a set, but the ball hit the floor on the other side. Cubis with a good aware play. Directed the ball to the open spot. Both teams, though, didn't realize the play had been over. Can't blame them to the intensity. They want to make sure they get the point. Poole off span and a point for the Tigers. 19-12. Tigers getting closer to winning the match. And the ace off the net. Jordan Allen makes it the 20-12 lead. And now Andrew just 5 points away from victory. That one goes out of bounds, and now just 4 more points, and Andrew will win the match. Next serve will have to wait after the timeout with the score. Andrew College 21, Trinity Baptist 12. Back in a moment. And Andrew needs just 4 more points, 21-12. Jordan Allen at the line. There's the whistle. We're back underway. Cubis on the dive. Foster scores for the Eagles. Odyssey Foster to the right side. Kept the ball inbounds. Eagles trail by 8, 21-13, and Morgan Wells is ready. That one is out of bounds, so Wells will get another serve. 21-14, Morgan Wells about to finish up the home portion of her Eagles volleyball career. We'll see her out there on a softball field this spring, though. She's a very powerful batter, makes good, hard, solid contact, plays an exceptional catcher with a really good throwing arm, too. Span scores for the Eagles, 21-15. Yeah, Morgan Wells loves to throw out base runners on the softball field, but right now, her job is to keep her team in this one and pull closer. 21-15. And a point from Poole. A lot of open room right in the middle of the court. 22-15. Andrew needs just 3 more. Ava Dickens back in, taking over for Arazo. Span with a good hustle, keeping the ball off the floor. Span again, one-handed punch. Foster return. Allen bumps. Set. Foster again with the block, but great job by Dickens. She's very aware. Another bump set up for Dickens at Shaw. Span with the kill attempt. And the kill attempt blocked and out of bounds. And Andrew 2 points away from winning this match. Hello to Carrie Brannon watching in Dallas, Georgia. Been able to see Caitlin out there helping to lead her team on to what is now match point. Kyla Snowden will try to finish this one off. And there's a serve. It's into the net. And the Eagles still trail, however, by 8. Substitution, Madison Williford in for Ashley Shaw. Odyssey Foster serving for TBC. Dickens with the tap, and that's the ball game. Final score for set 3, 25-16. The Andrew College Tigers win it in 3. 25-10, 25-20, and 25-16. Once again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here on TBC Eagles. Congratulations to the Tigers on their win. Congratulations to Morgan Wells finishing up the home portion of her senior year on the volleyball court. And, of course, in the classroom, which is a lot more important. She'll be finishing that up very soon. One more time, thank you for joining us here on TBC Eagles. For Coach Carlin Pointer, Hannah Hewling on camera, and the athletic director, John D. Jones, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity